Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Steven Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Warner. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. Warner. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
To throw on second down, Warner. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it could be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go now.
Back to the ground, Peterson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Operating from the gun. Warner. Flush to his right. And Owen coughed it up. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down, Warner. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. Here's a screen to Powell. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Adrian Peterson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's a 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Warner. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a run with Peterson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Peterson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner. And this is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. To throw is Smith. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. The 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, it's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Smith now on second down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. In motion, Gronkowski. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to throw. Warner. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Peterson alone in the backfield. Looking to throw. Warner flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Peterson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. Now 3rd down and goal from the... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Olsen over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again is Smith. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Smith to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Smith rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Greg Olsen from 6 yards away. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Peterson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run again with Peterson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Warner. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now.
They run, Peterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Off play action. Warner. Now he's forced out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said